This is part 2 of the free scam direct debit. The direct debit scam, because direct debit is a scam. This is about how Santander failed, even refused to come to my rescue when I turned to them after Free is a UK mobile phone network. 3G. That's why they're called Free, because they originated from around the time of 3G. Free is Hutchinson 3G. Hutchinson 3G UK. Free used direct debit to steal my money for 5 years. 5 years after I cancelled, my contract with them. I cancelled my contract. They continue taking money by direct debit. And when I finally found out about it and immediately demanded a refund, they paid me back. Free refused. Free refused. And have been messing me about and abusing me ever since. This is Santander now. Santander is the next chapter. I first went to Nationwide because Nationwide are on my current bank, and I had been with them for about 10 months. They had taken 10 months of direct debit payments out of my account to give to Free. Nationwide helped me out. Nationwide did what they're supposed to do, because there's something called a direct debit guarantee. We get sent these direct debit guarantees, when we sign up with a company. You get sent it. The direct debit guarantee guarantees full and immediate payment if there is an error in payment. Full and immediate. And to be honest, there doesn't need to be an official guarantee. This is what should be done anyway. They had to have this guarantee because they're taking money out of our account. See, another thing about direct debit, I did research into it when this happened to me. On Wikipedia about direct debit, it says another term for direct debit is direct withdrawal. They're not forthcoming with that, are they? These banks and these companies, all you see and hear is direct debit. Another term for it is direct withdrawal. That obviously makes it clearer what's happening. The company is directly withdrawing from your account without you paying that out of your account. They're directly taking out of your account. The company controls the direct debit. The company can tell the bank they're changing the amount that they're taking out. All the company has to do is give you 10 days notice that they're changing the amount. They're not asking you to contact the bank and change the amount. They're changing the amount, and all they have to do is inform you. They don't have to ask your permission. Then if you even see that notification, then it's for you to either contact the company or your bank to say no, you don't want that. It's direct withdrawal. This direct debit is solely for the benefit of companies on behalf of the bank. The bank is this is an arrangement between the banks and the companies. Once you've given your initial permission, they don't ask you for any more permission. That's how Free were able to do what they did to me. And you can tell that it's a collusion between the banks like Santander and the companies to raid your account without your permission or even knowledge at times. You can tell by what they've done to me. You know, I think I was going to say something, but I forgot it now. But basically, you can tell that it's you know, it benefits it's for the benefit of the company and the bank. I've forgotten what I was going to say there anyway. But you can see that Free stole my money, and Santander refused to honour the Direct Debit Guarantee, which is also called Direct Debit Indemnity. It's outrageous what Santander has done. It's outrageous, absolutely outrageous. They were appalling right from the start. And Nationwide were good, but Santander were appalling. Santander that used to be Abbey National. Santander is appalling now. Absolutely appalling. First, when I contacted Santander, they said they'd get back to me. All they did was send me a text telling me that they had resolved my issue. They didn't say how they had resolved my issue. They said they'd responded to my issue, and they just said, if you have any further inquiries, phone this number. They didn't tell me the result of what they did. If I have any further inquiries, of course I've got further inquiries. You haven't told me anything. You've said you've resolved my issue, and you haven't even said what the resolution that you've made is. I mean, that text, I might have left. I left it for a month before it was so innocuous. Before I even got back to them. That in itself is appalling. And then when I got back to them, I was told it's been declined. They didn't put that on the text, did they? My request for the direct debit indemnity has been declined. See, under the direct debit guarantee, they can't decline it. It's a guarantee. They can't decline it. They said it's been declined. And the reason they gave for that was nonsense. They completely gave a false reason. They said that they mistook one account for another because I had more than one account with free. So they claim that that it was taken correctly, and that they claim that the account that I had set up with free a year later, and that had still been running up to the time I discovered this. I mean, I had another account with them. I had another service with them. Was that account that I'm claiming an indemnity for? But obviously, if they had, I'm sure they would just chose to lie. They use it as an excuse because they have the information there. They have the information. So they either made a mistake negligently or they lied. So I explained to the Santander staff how it was, and he understood when I explained. And at least he apologized, and he told me that he's going to give me £30 for the inconvenience. And he sent another request on my behalf explaining clearly the situation. So he was okay. But then when they then sent me another text a few days later. We've resolved your complaint. Phone us if you have any queries. When I phoned them, it's still been declined. It's still been declined. They made up another excuse this time, which was another mistake. So they were deliberately misunderstanding my case and using that to decline. So I once again have to put them straight on stuff, and I'm told that they'll get back to me. I'm told that they'll get back to me. So the next time I'm gonna have to plug in something here. It needs to be plugged in. I don't want the battery to run out. I don't want the battery to run out. I've had to had a bit of problems there, so I needed to plug in the laptop. And it's upset the setup that I had temporarily. She wouldn't be falling down for no fucking reason. Fucking cunt. To continue, after making excuse after excuse for declining, excuse me, Santander finally came straight out and just told me, they even, Santander went even as far as, have you got any evidence that you cancelled with them? You really think that don't you think it would be hard to have evidence after 5 years? They probably asked that because they didn't expect me to. But do you really you really think that things are done in that way? Anyway, even when I told the Santander staff that I did have evidence of cancelling with them, but of course, anyway, I said I had a text. I had a text that they sent me. I was told they couldn't accept that. They couldn't accept that because I needed to send it to them, and they had no way of receiving it. Yeah, right. You have no way of receiving a screenshot of a text, really. Have I got a letter? Free don't do it like that unless you ask them in writing. And Santander took that as an excuse to decline my finally decline my direct indemnity request. So that's it's about 4 years, 2 months of £7 payments that Santander has taken from my account on behalf of Free. And it's Santander that took it, not Free. Santander were trying to tell me it's free. It's nothing to do with us. They're lying. They didn't know that I had already learnt that there's 2 different accounts, and Santander took from my account and put it in their account and then pay Free out of another account. They didn't know that I had already learnt that. I was told rubbish over the phone, which I've still got the recordings of. And they told me they were finally denying my direct debit indemnity. And I want to tell you that direct debit indemnity, the word indemnity, I've looked it up, means protection from loss, harm, or damage. I mean, they're telling you that you're indemnified if you use direct debit. if money is taken from your account when it shouldn't be. That's basically what they're telling you. And now this Santander chose to outrightly dishonor this direct debit indemnity. Santander are crooks, another crook corporation. All these banks are crooks. They're all crooks. They told me they were finally refusing to honor the guarantee, and that I should go to the Financial Ombudsman Service, and that they would send me a letter stating their final decision that I could take to the Financial Ombudsman Service. Some of the things Santander told me were outrageous. I was told that I should go to the Citizens Advice Bureau. For one thing, Citizens Advice Bureau is a load of rubbish. Citizens Advice Bureau is a part of the system. What will they do? In my life, I've never ever been helped by the Citizens Advice Bureau. Quite the opposite, actually. That was an insult to be told that. And I was also told by a stupid arsehole Scottish Santander staff that you can take it up with the courts. You can go to court. Why should I go to court when court would cost even more than Santander and Free are owing me? That's an insult. Not only that, why should I go to court when there's this direct debit indemnity which you signed up to? All banks have to sign up to this guarantee, this indemnity, when they do direct debits. Absolutely insulting. The way I was treated was complete shit. It's complete shit, to be honest. And in sending me to the Financial Ombudsman Service, I knew that they were setting me up to be abused and frauded further, because I already knew from experience and research that all these ombudsman services are shit. If I'm honest, they're shit. They're all fraudulent. They're all crooked. The main reason for that is that they're all funded by those who they're supposed to help the public against. For example, the legal ombudsman, who I have made videos about before, you're supposed to go to complain to solicitors and barristers about them. But solicitors and barristers have the Law Society, which is their private organisation, which is a protection organisation to protect their profession. It's crooked, it's corrupt, and Masonic. One of the most Masonic organisations in the world. It's crooked. This Law Society is who funds the legal ombudsman, because I have a document on my computer from the Law Society where they're stating that they fund the legal ombudsman organisation 80% of its funds. It's 80% funded by the Law Society, which is set up to protect and represent solicitors and barristers. So no wonder the legal ombudsman is so appalling in the way it treats people that come to it. So appalling, and so appalling to me. I knew that would be the case with the banks. I knew that they would be the ones funding the Financial Ombudsman Service. I knew that. So I knew that that they're sending me to someone who they've paid to make decisions in their favour. I knew that. I even said it to someone at my Santander branch before I even went to the FOS, Financial Ombudsman Service. Someone that I went to the branch to talk to them about this, and a member of staff said to me, "Well, don't worry, if Santander refused to refund you, you can always go to the appeal to the Financial Ombudsman Service." I said to him, I already know that these ombudsman services are corrupt. I said that before I even went to the Financial Ombudsman. This Santander has been atrocious. Told to go to court. Told that it's nothing to do with them. Santander is outrightly reneging on and refusing to honour the direct debit guarantee. Beware, if you're with Santander, beware. Your direct debits that Santander is paying on your behalf are not secure, they're not safe. If a company decides to abuse it, Santander won't help you. Santander is outrightly refusing to honour the direct debit guarantee. They're outrightly refusing to honour the direct debit indemnity. Indemnity is protection from loss. Santander are refusing to protect you from loss via direct debit if the company, which has the power to take out as much out of your account as it likes, if they decide to take advantage of that, direct debit is vulnerable. I want to warn people of that. And Santander is refusing to protect customers from being scammed via direct debit. I want to tell you that Santander fobbed me off, insulted me, and sent me to the Financial Ombudsman Service, who they knew they've already paid to make decisions in their favour. And when I went there, that did happen, and I'm going to do another video about that next.